Hello guys, welcome again. New live stream. Finally, Bitcoin is moving. So this live stream actually is going to be interesting because finally, after 2 months, March, April, yes, finally after 2 months, Bitcoin is moving. And I can tell you right now, looks like it's going to break the range. So the next 25% move I was looking for before, well, now I think we will see it very soon. So let's talk about Bitcoin. As you can see here, let me show you what happened in the last 2 days, because remember Bitcoin was here when I was saying, okay, I am looking for a bounce here in the short term, right? Here. I said I am looking for a test to the MA55 here in 4-hour chart, and this bounce should be a signal, a sell opportunity to start looking for more downside, right? So what happened after that? Well, as you can see here, yes, we have this bounce here, and after that, well, beautiful reaction, and now Bitcoin is breaking down actually right now. As you can see here, for me, this price action right now in the macro timeframes is not accumulation anymore. This is not accumulation. This is more like a distribution in the higher timeframes. So what I'm trying to say, Wells, professional traders, market makers, they are selling here instead of buying. Now we have a major signals in higher timeframes. Let me show you first 1-day chart here. As you can see here, Bitcoin broke the MA55 here, close one candle today. So officially, well, Bitcoin potentially is gonna test around $26,000 right now. I mean, this maybe today and this weekend. I am looking for more downside. Yes, ADX is positive here. So as you can see here, no volume here. There is no Bollinger variance here. There is a Bollinger variance forming here, but I think it's too soon. I think Bitcoin will keep dropping maybe all this weekend, and maybe next week after we see Bitcoin testing key levels. Yes, potentially we will have a Bollinger variance here forming, but it will take time. I mean, it's gonna take time. So the projection, remember what I said before, when Bitcoin was here, and I said, hey, careful here because this is like this, right? So looks like finally Bitcoin is gonna break this range very soon. So careful here, you are in long position, because maybe you see, but there is a Bollinger variance right now forming here. I think it's not very smart to start looking for these kind of things right now here, because macro timeframes, they are playing right now. So you're thinking this Bollinger variance is gonna play potentially. Yes, you're right, but the thing here is like there is no volume here in 4-hour chart. As you can see here, there is no Bollinger variance. I mean, in OBB supporting this Bollinger variance. So if we see this bounce, of course, it's gonna be a sell. But I think Bitcoin first is gonna keep dropping here, and after that, around $26,000, potentially we will see the first decent bounce for Bitcoin. So let me show you here the 1-day chart. 1-day chart here for Bitcoin, we have the MA100 here at $26,000. To be fair, sometimes Bitcoin likes to just drop here, staying sideways here, and after that a bounce here. And well, with this bounce, yes, a rejection is gonna be officially in downtrend in 1-day chart. So I think first of all, I am looking for 26, 25. Actually, my real target is around 24K, but around this area is the area I am looking for. And I am in short around $28,000. Yes, I was scalping yesterday a little bit, but well, never mind. So the thing here is like, right now, finally the resolution is coming for Bitcoin, and it's not good news. I mean, well, I've been saying this like macro time for like almost 1 month. So be careful here, because this is not a buy opportunity here. No thanks, no thank you. Actually, for me, it is a sell opportunity. It was, I mean, above 28, 29, 30K. Every time when Bitcoin was around there, for me, was a sell opportunity, right? So let's talk about one time frame. Actually, it's very, very, very interesting here. Let me show you here. 2-day chart here, we have finally OBB breaking here the exponential moving average here, MA55 here. So with this signal, usually when you see this signal, be ready, because it's very nasty actually. Let me show you here, historically speaking, every time when Bitcoin breaks this moving average in 2-day chart, well, the results are not very, very good. As you can see here, breaking here. So from this point and this point, maybe for you it's looking like, it's very small, right? But let me show you here, it's around 20% drop. So every time when we have these kind of reactions here, here, and also we have again here, And here, right, as you can see here, we have in average around 20%. It depends, right? It depends on the time frame. For example, from this point and this point, 35%. From this point and this point, 25%. And I think you got the point, right? So right now we have this signal here. Also, we have continuation here. So in today's chart, I am looking for the semi level. Actually, in higher time frames, the same level is the same level for all the time frames. Between 26 and 24K, that is the area I am looking for a potential bounce here, decent bounce here. Yes, around this green box. You see this bounce here. For example, we see this, right? And after we see this bounce here, yes, my friend, this is gonna be, well, a sell opportunity in my case, right? So you see this bounce, and after that continuation, looking for maybe $20,000, $19,000. That is the target I am looking for in Q2. I mean, remember Q1, I said 2022. We are going to see a bounce the next 3-4 months. The first 3-4 months of 2023, we're going to see a bounce, $27,000, $28,000, a little bit more maybe. And after that, you will see a major correction again, right? Technically speaking, we are in a bear market still, yes, but what I have to be very clear with you. I think the bottom is already in. So I am not looking for new lows in this market. I know people, you see Bitcoin at 20, 21, 22, people will start talking, oh, YouTubers, you know, right? Like Bitcoin will hit 10K, 8K, 5K, right? But I don't see Bitcoin right now. I don't have strong reasons to think like Bitcoin will hit 10K anymore, at least this year. So now we have by the chart. Remember, 5-day chart is very, very important here. Well, we have here, let me see. Any close below 27,000. Remember, $27,000 is the key level. As long as Bitcoin is below $27,000 in higher time frames, I mean, for example, the next close is in 4 days. So there is a very high probability Bitcoin will break $27,000. The last point of this, I mean, the top was around 30K, the bottom was 27. Any close below 27,000, I think with the close yesterday below there, I think for me it's enough to start thinking Bitcoin will hit around, yes, same level, $24,000, $25,000, as you can see here. So the question is if this, if Bitcoin is gonna hold 24, 25. Honestly, I don't know. We need to see Bitcoin first around this area, and after that, I will tell you. But one thing you need to understand, volume is very healthy in OBB, as you can see here, right? We have a better variance in curve, right? But we don't have the same reading in OBB. So what is this telling me? In macro time frames, in the macro scale, this should be just a pullback, macro pullback, 25, 30, 35%, whatever. But because of this volume, I am not looking for new lows also, right? Because something like this, right? But as long as the volume is above the zero line here in OBB, in my humble opinion, I think it's going to be a buy opportunity, right? Of course, not now. Not at 27, right? Maybe at 21, sorry, at 21, 22, whatever. So now one thing here you need to understand here, well, not understand, let me show you here. Volatility is very contracted in 4-hour chart. This is not the move. I mean, you are thinking this is the move. No, my friend, no. The move, the real move is coming here. Yeah, volatility contraction here in 12-hour chart. Usually when you see this volatility, minimum you will see 10% drop. So thinking like, okay, Bitcoin is from $27,000, around 10-12% drop usually is the percent in 12-hour chart. You can start looking for around, yes, $24,000-$25,000. So as I said before, it was just about time. Remember what I said before? Careful with your crypto, right? Because you know, right? People, oh, we are in the next bull market. No, my friend, we are not. We saw the last 3 months, we saw a macro bounce. That's it, macro bounce. Weekly bounce usually is 3-4 months. So I think the party is over for bulls, at least for the next, I think so all Q2. I mean, this month, next month, maybe in August, maybe in summer, we will see the opportunity I'm looking for. And yeah, because of course I'm still bullish in macro time frames. Of course, yes, I am still bullish, but you know, it's gonna take all this year. So as you can see here, any close below $27,000. I think with this close, as I said before, when the chart I'm not saying short. I mean, if you want a short here, well, it depends on the time frame, right? If you want the chart, maybe it makes sense, right? Risk management is very easy to make. I mean, it's very easy here to open a short position here. For example, here, if you want, of course, I strongly recommend you not to do it because it's too late. The real entry was around here, yes, around here or here, not here. But if you want to play potentially the breakout, I am not a breakout trader. I am not a breakout trader. It's risky, honestly, yes, but there is a very good chance this time Bitcoin it could break. So if you are thinking to take the risk, remember risk management is the most. Remember, I'm gonna say it again. Risk management is the most. Even if you can enter here, is not the best position here, but if Bitcoin is gonna break down here, well, the risk management is good. I mean, the potential reward is could be good. For example, from this point, right, to $25,000, around maybe 25, right, and your stop loss above the ME55 here. You see, if you are willing to lose 3%, maybe it's not the best position, but in one day chart with very low leverage is possible because you can make maybe 7% and maybe you can lose 3%. Of course, this is not the best setup for me. In my case, I was in long position in 4-hour chart. I closed here and I also opened a short position around this area. Here is risky for me. Just I'm saying this because I know people, they said, I missed the short, I missed the short, right? It's risky. It's risky. Okay. So, but yeah, looks like 4-hour chart, this potential bullets are range you see right now here, I think it's not gonna play. I think it's gonna fake out because all the time frames, ADX is positive here. 12-hour chart is positive, it's trending above the 23 level. And one day chart, ADX positive here. And also the most important signal right now is weekly chart, ADX negative here. Historically speaking, every time when we have exactly this setup here, yeah, this setup here, the crash or the drop, whatever you want to, I mean, it's around 40-45%. So from this point right now, $27,000, well, if we see something like in the past, right, between around 40-45, we should see around, well, 17-18k. Honestly, I don't think so. I think, as I said before, as long as Bitcoin is above 20k, everything should be fine. Everything should be fine. We could see maybe some weeks to 19k, yes. But as long as Bitcoin is closing candles above this green box, everything should be fine in the macro timeframes. So the idea here is like, if we see a new low here, for example, if Bitcoin breaks this and also makes a new low here, well, yes, careful here, because in that moment, well, for first time potential in the history of Bitcoin, we are gonna have a fake buy signal in the monthly. And honestly, it's gonna be very funny, right? Like, okay, first monthly fake signal, but we are very far away from that. So remember right now, if you're thinking Bitcoin is cheap, remember I want just to friendly reminder, right? Bitcoin pumped 100% in the last 4 months. So you're thinking this is cheap? Of course not. You want to buy Bitcoin? Of course, me too. I will buy it, but not after 100% pump. No thanks. So as you can see here, Bitcoin finally, and also here, look at this. Bitcoin is breaking here the MA21, and also as before in weekly, actually monthly is very easy to see. You see, $27,000. It was the last pivot of this monthly, the previous monthly candle. Now Bitcoin is breaking this one. So the next area, yes, is around 24, 25. This area. Usually, in my experience, right? After I saw the chart many times, this area is gonna break. Something like this, and after that like this. And usually when, because people, they like to buy, right? Oh, you see, it's here, support, very strong support. Usually market makers, they like to push the price a little bit lower, and people will start thinking, oh, Bitcoin is gonna blah blah, any asset, right? And in the middle of this box, imagine this is like a box, right? This is like a box. This is the top, this is the middle, and this is the bottom, right? Usually here, as long as the price is still in the middle of the box, well, you can expect something like this. But as I said before, don't rush. It's gonna take all this year. So if you are thinking you are missing something, like, oh my God, I missed the pump, this, blah, blah, blah. You didn't miss anything at all. Yeah, nothing. Nothing. Look at this. For example, if I show you DOT, it's the same price in January, almost the same price. NEAR is almost at the same price in of January. NEO after a very nice rally is returning almost the same price as before in January. So I think we will have a second good chance. And also I want to invite you, right? I will post my picks. Actually, yes, maybe actually we'll do it this month. Top 10 picks for altcoins because I am getting ready for the next bull market alt season, the next alt season. So, well, I will share this, my technical analysis there in my private Discord. And also I am gonna publish my first ebook about trading. I wrote this ebook last year, but I didn't have enough time, you know. Sorry, but I am very busy sometimes. Um, I finished this ebook last week about trading. It's not about my seasonal trading; it's about psychology of trading. So I will post it. Also, I will share this ebook in my Patreon. Okay, so I hope you find this ebook useful, and also if you want to help to translate it to another language, it will be very helpful. So okay, so let's continue with USD dominance for Bitcoin. Sorry for USD dominance of dollar, because I want to see something bullish here. Beautiful, bullish here. Monthly is very good here. Let me see the weekly chart. Weekly chart, beautiful. It's gonna break. It's in process. Remember what I said? I said like a couple months ago, this is like this, right? Because it is weekly, you will have to wait what? You will have to wait a couple months, right? Yes, and as you can see here, it's working. So the area I am looking for is this area, right? I think it still has momentum. ADX is turning positive here. And also one thing here you need to remember here, OBB is still above the seller line. As long as above the seller line, it's still bullish. Maybe you are thinking, it's below the MA55. Yes, but the most important pivot is the seller line. As long as any asset is above the seller line, following the volume theory, right, it should be bullish. Okay, as you can see here, it's looking good. Let me see the 1-day chart here. 1-day chart here is ADX positive here. Is forming a better divergence, yes, but I think it's too soon. I think it will take some time, maybe, yes, around maybe 8% potentially here. So maybe another leg down for Bitcoin. And after that, yes, potentially we can start talking about the better divergence here. But as long as the ADX is positive here, I am still bullish for here for this asset. And also here, OBB, very healthy, volume very healthy. So we can expect more pain for Bitcoin at least all this week and also next week too. To the chart, beautiful here, volume is very healthy. ADX is positive here. Yeah, still looking for 8% here. 3-day chart, let me see here. Beautiful here, yes, ADX positive here, yes. In general, this thing is healthy, looking for 8%, I think. Now, 12-hour chart, someone asked me about in the comments, right? 12-hour chart. ADX positive here, volume expanding here. We have potential better divergence forming here, but it's too soon. Remember, the better divergence you see here in OBB usually will take more time than curve. So yes, I am looking for 8%, this pivot to be tested, something like this. As you can see here, there's the volume profile here. This is the area I'm gonna start looking for. So that means, well, potentially we could see Bitcoin at 26, 25, something like that. Okay, so I'm gonna continue with Bitcoin dominance because I am expecting Bitcoin dominance will keep just pumping. It was bullish, right? Remember what I said? So I don't know what it's doing right now. Let me see. Bitcoin dominance. Where is Bitcoin? Okay, here. The weekly chart, right? Sorry. Okay, ADX is positive here. Volume is still positive here. I am still looking, maybe consolidation here, but I'm still looking for my long-term target is around 50 something. It's around here 54 in the next 3 months, something like that. So you are looking for maybe potentially the next bull market for altcoins. Well, potentially we will have the opportunity when you see Bitcoin dominance around this level, around 54, 53, around there. That is the area I will start looking for buying some altcoins actually, but not now. So let me show you something for total two, remember, all for all the altcoins, because well, every time when Bitcoin is moving, I have just 500 subscribers, and you have no idea how many messages I get every time when Bitcoin is moving. I cannot imagine if I reach one day 1,000 subscribers. I have no idea. I will be just crazy, I think. So the thing here is like, let me show you here. We have here sell signal here, ADX negative here, volatility contraction here. I think all the altcoins, the next 3 months, all of them, they will just crash. Simple. Okay, that's it. So the direction is like this. Yeah, looking for the previous low. So if you're in altcoins here, or you're thinking, oh yeah, my what Pepe coin is going to the moon. I think yes, we saw the bounce here. I mean, very impressive move, but I think it's just a scam thing, and it's just gonna drop like million token, for example, right? So the thing here is like many altcoins, they have this signature here, as you can see here, and you will see the next, I mean, this month, July, June, and July, potentially August, you will see all the altcoins just crashing. So, well, what I can tell you, so let me show you with more examples here. For example, Cardano here. Cardano, what is this? You see, sell signal here, ADX negative, official sell signal we have this week, as you can see here. So I am looking for 25, 27%, 0.27. And if we see this area broken, you will see 0.10. So AVAX, as you can see here, beautiful here, looking for $11. Bitcoin Cash here, it's in sideways here. Look, to be fair, this is looking like potentially a basement for accumulation phase for Bitcoin Cash. Dot is sell signal, yes, around $4 for 4.88. 80, sorry, I am around there, near, still looking for 1.20. Neo looking for 767 pesos. I think it's pesos, this one, yes, looking 0.75. You have any requests, please let me know, because as you can see, all the altcoins, they are looking garbage. Yeah, so Atom, right? Atom here, careful here, because we have a better divergence here. Well, technically speaking, it's looking, well, actually not that bad, but if Bitcoin breaks, this is gonna be destroyed. So I will start looking for maybe 8.78 and maybe even lower, maybe 5. Audio, as you can see here, rejection at 55, and after that dropping here. BNB is something like, for me, this is a short. Of course, I am not financial advisor, right? But for me, this is a short. Any close below $300, you will see a major red candle here, big one, to around 230, 200. Any close below 200 for this thing, and you will see 50 in the future, right? It will take time, but as long, I mean, for me, if I see BNB around 200, for me, it's going to be a buy opportunity. Of course, looking for the range, because this is a range, right? This is a range. So be careful here, because we have ADX negative here, sell signal here in curve, and well, we have here, we don't have volume here. So, well, if Bitcoin is I mean, you see 10, 15% crash for Bitcoin or move, you will see all the altcoins following, in this case, to the downside. Cake, my advice, well, remember, I am a financial advisor, but someone is asking me, hey, Cake, I think you bought Cake, right? So that's why you're asking me every time. So the best thing I can tell you right now, well, it depends, right? I know you can stake Cake, and you can, staking, right? Many people, they were staking. Same as Cardano, right? In 2020-21, I think many people, they were staking Cardano, and easy target, right? Yeah, very easy target, because they cannot withdraw, they cannot sell anything, because their coins are locked. So, well, you would think, I think you don't have that problem, but the thing here is like, I strongly suggest just wait for maybe 3-4 months. wait for the next accumulation phase like this. And after that, maybe after that, at some point this year, you can start thinking to buy. For now, this is just gonna keep just crashing, because there is nothing to stop this thing. So there is no volatile variance, there is nothing, just sell. That's it. Okay, so sell signal, as you can see here, sell. Well, what I can tell you, Sell. Everything is a sell in crypto space. I know, but the bottom is in, right? Yes, the bottom is already in, but I think we will see pain. Yeah, I mean, don't complain. I mean, we saw 100% for altcoin, for Bitcoin, and also some altcoins they have a very good rally, right? So, well, you see, NG maybe 0.16, 0.16 around there. No, 0.24, 25. That is the area I will start looking for. Let me see, iOS, new lows here, potentially, yes, new lows. I'm looking for new lows for this thing. I think this thing is gonna start trending to the downside, maybe 0.50, 0.60 in the long term. Maybe you don't know because maybe you are new here, maybe you have just a couple years in the crypto space, but you need to understand something. iOS is one of the oldest altcoins in the crypto space. I remember this coin very well. Yeah, I was even trading futures in Bitfinex. I remember a long time ago. The thing here is like this coin was for many years building a basement, as you can see, $2, 1.80 around here. So in 2022, when I saw this level breaking here, I said, hey, careful here because this is gonna start turning to the downside, right? In the long term, I mean the next year, 2 years, whatever, right? As you can see here right now, it's gonna break down. I think I will say maybe 0.50. This is continuation. When you see these kind of things with very old altcoins like Cardano, like this one, I really think like how can I say this? Think about this. Many altcoins in 2021 they pumped so hard. Actually, we have a very strong bull market in altcoins. They are still expensive. For example, Solana, right? Solana for me is still expensive. So I think where we are gonna see the real pain is in altcoins more than Bitcoin, I think. Usually it's like that. So be careful here. Of course, altcoins, you can make a lot of money, yes, but also you can lose a lot of money because even you buy in a spot, the volatility is like 3 or 4 times higher than Bitcoin. So that's why you have to be careful. That is the reason why I don't trade futures with altcoins because what? Because I know the volatility is 3 or 4 times higher than Bitcoin. So it's like I am trading futures with altcoins. That's why I have to be very careful with altcoins. Okay, so let's continue. Ethereum Classic. Maybe you don't know, but this is the original Ethereum, right? So volatility contraction here, sell signal here, losing the exponential here, as you can see here. So any close below 16, you will see a leg down to $10. This is the area I will start looking for a major buy opportunity if we see it. But as long as Ethereum Classic is holding 14, well, we will have to wait maybe 2-3 months, and after that I can tell you more. Ethereum says I sell. I'm looking for 1,300, 200 in the long term. Okay, so let's continue with more altcoins because people they were asking me about altcoins. Just next time, please don't send me too many private messages. Just you can join to the live stream and just ask me here. So okay, here as you can see here, the sell opportunity, ADX negative here. I am looking for long term around 0.30. If this area breaks, looks like potential, yeah, for me it's gonna break this area. I will start looking for 0.20 in the long term. I think Bitcoin is getting ready to move. So today and tomorrow, this weekend, everything is gonna be red. So, well, of course, next week we'll see a bounce, but that bounce should be a sell. Okay, so let's continue. H bar. I don't know why people they are bullish in this thing. It's garbage. The chart is garbage, totally garbage. As you can see here, I am looking for 0.03 cents. Kaba. Well, this is looking not too bad, huh? Not too bad. 1 second. Oh, okay. So not too bad here. I think I will wait maybe 2-3 months more, maybe potentially there. I will start looking for a buy. Maybe yes. Cadena, new lows. Careful here. Remember here in the future, right? This technical analysis. If we see the future here, potentially yes, it's like this. If we see a buy signal, as you can see here, breaking the previous low here. Well, the sky is the limit. Let me be more clear here. You see, the sky is the limit. You see, no resistance here, nothing here to stop this to the moon. You see, so careful here, careful. Okay, so it's the same cake. I think we will see something like cake here. Mhm. So well, yeah, I now looks like I was right in the long term, right? Remember, I am a swing trader. I like to see always things in the long term because for me it's better because I want to have a life, right? Eh, but let me show you here. Land. I don't know what is this. I think looking for 0.67. Litecoin here. Litecoin. I am looking for $60 in the long term. Um, Mana. Mana looking for 0.33. As you can see, all the altcoins they have the same setup. All of them. Matic here. Finally, Matic is breaking down. Finally, you see. Ah, my God! Finally, after a long time, I said, okay. You see, better divergence here. Finally, here, any close. The test actually the most important level here for this asset is around 0.75. Any close below here, you will see this thing around 0.40 again. So your last hope here, you're looking for Matic, right? Because it's gonna be the next Bitcoin as usual. Should be around here, 0.70, 70, 75. You see candles closing below here, came over for Matic. And box, what is this? New lows potentially in the long term. Well, I think I can tell you right now, everything is going to the downside. Well, I told you like 1 month ago, something like that. So quant, okay, let me see quant. Careful here, my friend. Careful here. ADX is, I mean, this thing looks like you see this week the ADX turning positive here with this volatility, and this formation is not looking like accumulation anymore, my friend. For me, this is not looking like accumulation. Looks like it's getting ready for a break. Any break, any close below 100, yes, in weekly basis. I mean, for example, this weekend. In the long term, I mean the Q2 right of this year, I am looking for 50 or 60. Okay, so it will take time. So, but careful here. This is not looking like accumulation anymore. So Rose, you see, when I did this, I don't know when I did this, but as you can see here, my arrow where it was like to the downside, and as you can see here, Raven, garbage. Well, I think all are Cardano fine. Sorry, Solana is gonna break 20. Any close below this week, for example, below 20, you will see Solana around 11, 10. I think yes, Bitcoin is gonna help. Bitcoin is gonna help. I think it's gonna help, and you will see if Bitcoin. You see now Bitcoin is moving to the downside, so you see Bitcoin at 24, 25. I think you will see all the altcoins just moving 3 times more than Bitcoin. Okay, so let's see Theta here. Theta, same thing. I think it's almost all the altcoins they are the same. Okay, so let's talk about the stock market. Okay, the stock market. Let's talk about the SP500. The SP500. Let me show you here. What is the SP500? Okay, we have here ADX negative here, volatility contraction here. We don't have bullish divergence. Yeah, it's difficult. I hate when I have this setup here. When I see this, like this, sometimes for me it's difficult to say we have a better divergence or not. The only thing I can tell you here, we have with this setup here, the only thing is sideways here or downside, okay? But no more bullish thing. I think the time to see a bullish scenario right now is almost over. As you can see here, seller line about to be tested here in 1-day chart. So I don't have any, I mean, for me it's like this. So, well, what I can tell you. Also, let me see the dollar, Dixie actually. This time I'm gonna check Dixie because I think this thing is gonna move here in weekly chart. Let me see here. Yes. Okay, very interesting here. We have a potential regular bullish divergence here. I mean, you can say maybe no, but the thing here is like this thing here is holding the MA100. So in the next 2-3 months, you will see here a buy signal. As long as it's holding A100, this is gonna be like this. If you see something like this, well, it's not gonna be good for all the markets, including Bitcoin, of course. But I cannot be bearish here. I cannot be bearish here. So remember what I said before, right? I said, hey, we have a here potential bounce signal here, and after that, we had this drop here, and Solarfist is about to be tested here. The pressure was to the downside, but instead, this is just in sideways here. It's doing good, yes. So, but we have to wait. We have to wait a little bit more, couple months. Okay, so I think, let me see, Link. I think Link is gonna crash more. Yeah, Link actually didn't move at all. Let me see here. Link. What is Link? Link. Yeah. I think all the market, especially cryptocurrencies, altcoins, they are getting ready to break the range. Okay. In this case, to the downside. So careful here, because you see Link, for example, breaking this, the last target should be around what the fuck? Around 5, 4. So I think this is gonna be the last leg down in the macro time frames before of the bull market, the real bull market. Remember what I said before? I said it many times. I think I'm very tired about this, but well, you know, it's something like this, right? I am looking for something like this. Something like this. So we are in the process of this wave number 2, of course. So invalidations, very simple. If we see this drop here, the wave number 2 here cannot be lower than the bottom of the wave number 1. So as long as this wave number 2 is still above the same, this potentially could be the count. And the reason is because, well, we have a clear 5 wave count here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and very simple count here for ABC correction, A, B, and C. And usually here you see a new count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like this, right? Something like this. Of course, I am playing like this is not a please. This is not a serious technical analysis. This is like I am pretending I am a Nostradamus. I am a Mr. Doctor Strange, and I can see the future. If you see traders doing this garbage, is because they are just fooling you. I know that because I learned this. I was studying this for more than 3 years. The only time frame I saw this thing useful is in weekly chart or monthly, like when I see the clear waves, clear waves. For example, here, very obvious waves here, and potentially this could be the count. But LOA traders, maybe if you are one of them, I hate you, right? You don't know anything about LOA theory. Yes, I know. I was trading with that thing for more than 3 years. I wasted a lot of money and time, but in the process I learned how not to do many things, right? The same thing for classic technical analysis. I invested many years doing the same thing like many people they are doing. That's why they are losing money, right? But I didn't fail. Just I learned how not to do it. You see, many ways how not to do it. That is different. That's different. So, okay, so now let's talk about the last thing here. I'm gonna show you something interesting here. This is CME futures, and we have something very interesting here. We have ADX negative here, ADX sell signal here, forming here. Of course, historically speaking, you know, around 40-45% drop. Okay, good, we know that, perfect. Now, if we go to 1-day chart, let me show you what is this. We have here a gap around 20K. I am not saying Bitcoin could drop here to this level, but well, usually, the gaps, they will, it's like 98, 98, 99%, something like that, like where we will see the gap actually get filled. So if Bitcoin starts breaking this level, right? If we see 24, something like that, there is a very good chance we'll see Bitcoin around 20K. And as you can see here, this chart is very clear. The biggest area of confluence is exactly at this level, as you can see here. So as long as Bitcoin is above this level, same in spot, everything should be fine. Any close below this area, you will see $10,000. Any close below 20K. And we are gonna start playing exactly the same thing when Bitcoin was at $27,000, remember? So I think right now Bitcoin all this year, 2023, is gonna be between 30K and 18, 19K all this year. I think we will not have this rally like people they are looking. Oh yeah, we are gonna have a rally. Bitcoin will hit $80,000. No, it will take years. In average 2 years. So if you have the monthly here, I know we cannot see it here, but every time when we have this monthly buy signal here, in average, you have to wait 2 years. So this is not the year. This is not the year. Technically speaking, it's not the year. Yep. Here we have. Let me show you here. We have a buy signal here. Yes. And we have almost one year of sideways, and after that, second year, and here we have a buy signal here also, and 1 year of sideways, and after in the second year, like this, right? And now we have a buy signal here. Okay, this year to the moon. No, technically speaking, if we see Bitcoin doing this, something similar as before, you will see sideways here, and after that, 2024, something like this. Okay, so I think that's it, guys. That's it for today, because as you can see here, the market is just dropping. I'm very happy. Very happy because I was looking for this thing, this move long time, right? So just one thing for me is gonna be a buy opportunity, this drop. If you want to know my entries and my picks and everything, I will post everything in my private channels. Okay, but I think this Monday I will do it finally, because I said before, I will do it after I see Bitcoin finally moving in the direction I am expecting, in this case to the downside. After that, yes, I will start looking for buy opportunities for holding maybe 1 year. So it's the same thing I did in 2020. I was looking for a buy opportunity in 2020. Let me show you here in weekly chart. I was looking when the market was not moving here. I was looking for this, right? I bought around this area, and the second time I bought around this area. But I was buying here, looking for 1 year of price action, looking for this. Okay, it's the same thing. I did it before here. I did it before here, and I'm planning to do it again here. But this game is about time. So if you're not patient, you can go to 5-minute chart and you can just gamble, right? But for me, it's a long-term game. Okay. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and see you in the next live stream.